Car Obsession is proudly supported by Exchange My Car, Carly and Draggy. For a limited time only, use Car Obsession 10 to get money off with Carly, and there's also a discount code for Draggy as well, which again is Car Obsession 10. All of the details are in the video description below. Hello guys, welcome back to Car Obsession and welcome to another point of view review. This time I'm in the very blue Ford Focus ST edition. So let's go for a drive. Right, straight into sports mode please. There we go, and there's no traffic coming. I think we should start with a cheeky launch. Just make sure I'm good. Alright. This road condition isn't the greatest, so it will be a bit scrabbly. Whew. That will do. Almost 60. So yes, the ST edition, what is it all about? Well, this is basically a kind of final hurrah, one last hurrah for the pre-facelift Focus, which is now coming to an end. The facelift is pretty much among us. If you're expecting extra power, you will be disappointed because the 2.3 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine still produces 280 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque on overboost, which is exactly the same as the standard Focus ST. So you may be wondering what all the fuss is about. This car has a starting price of £35,785, which is £2,500 more compared to the standard Focus ST, as well as the Azura Blue paintwork, which is very nice by the way, which is contrasted by black door mirrors and a black roof. Pardon me. You also get KW coilovers as standard, which are manually adjustable, and compared to a standard Focus, the ST edition actually sits 10mm lower. Well, compared to a standard Focus ST, should I say. I think I said just a standard Focus, didn't I? You also get the lighter alloys, which are finished in a rather fetching black. So think of this more as a handling pack as opposed to a performance pack. The performance stats are exactly the same. So 5.7 seconds to hit 62 miles per hour, and the top speed, which is a little bit irrelevant in the UK, is 155. Power is fed to the front wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox, which has a pleasing change. I don't know why I'm changing into fifth at 30 miles per hour, seems a bit silly, but it was merely an excuse just to change, because the gear change in the ST edition is very pleasant. Not quite as precise or as snicky as the FK8 Civic Type R, but it is a decent change. Now, as you can see, the low speed ride in the ST edition is firm because of the coilovers, but I wouldn't say this car is too firm to be used as a daily. The ride is certainly more compliant compared to the Hyundai i30M. Once you get onto a faster road, once you build up speed, the ride does become more compliant, which hopefully I will demonstrate in a few moments. Right, I'm going to drop it down. Got national speed limit almost upon us, and tally-ho! There is a little bit of torque steer to contend with, but not enough that's going to make your career off the road and into a tree. Speaking of the steering has a nice weight to it. It is very precise, very direct, but the feedback is a little bit elastic. You do get used to it over time, but if you jump into this car having driven something else, you may find the steering feels a little bit odd. Not bad odd, just odd. The handling, as you would expect with the KW coilovers, is fantastic. The chassis is nice and flat through the bends. There's plenty of grip on offer as well, thanks to the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres. And this car also has and e-LSD as standard. I've got 4 driving modes at my disposal. Slippery, actually I can show you them. So you have Sport, which of course I'm in now, Racetrack, which is racetrack use only, Slippery, and Normal. You do have a button on the steering wheel marked S. Hit it, that will put you straight into sport mode, which I really like. It's nice to have a little shortcut button. As you can see, got the launch control. Let's change it to the performance figures. I've got my oil temperature, pressure, and turbo boost. Right, that's enough talking from me. I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy the ride for a bit. Very nice. When it comes to the suspension, you've got 12 settings for the compression and 15 settings for the rebound. The car does come with a kit, so you can adjust the coilovers and also give you settings depending on what kind of driving you want to do, and there's also a bespoke setup for the Nürburgring. Bit of rev matching, which does it for you automatically. Handling is sensational. It's really, really impressive. I'd love to see what this thing would be like on a racetrack. Now going back to the ride, as you can see, this road is very uneven, and although you can probably see my head moving quite a lot, my body isn't being disturbed too much by the bumps. Yes, I'm noticing them, but the ride is very rarely crashy, which I think is very impressive. I think to have this level of comfort with coilovers is, yep, Ford and KW have done a very, very good job. As standard, I do have Recaro seats, which are very nice to sit in. They're set quite low, they're comfortable and supportive. Sadly, for the facelift Focus ST, Ford has moved away from Recaro and instead has used in-house seats, which I'm sure they are great to sit in, but to look at, they just look too chunky, and the integrated headrests, I don't know why, but they remind me of Jabba the Hutt's head. They're just, yeah. Oh, very smoky. Is Snoop Dogg? Is Snoop Dogg somewhere? Well, this does make a good noise. Okay, some of it's probably fake. It's probably fed in using a sound symposizer, which Ford like to do, but you know what, I don't really care. If it makes a noise that good, then I'll quite happily settle for that. Right, where's this matey going? He's going right. Okay, good. e-LSD doing its job well there. I don't think I've mentioned the brakes as of yet. The brakes perform very well, and what I like, the brake pedal itself is quite firm. It feels really meaty. I know that's a word I use quite often, but yeah, it feels solid. I like that. And the feedback from the pedal is progressive, it's natural. Some cars, such as my Mark II Santlan Cupra, the brakes can be a bit grabby, but no, the focus is just about right. And the modulation, I'd say, is pretty much spot on, so well done, Ford. As much as I like this car, I do question whether it's worth the premium. Yes, I know it's only £2,500 more compared to your more run-of-the-mill, let's say, Focus ST, but I don't know. I think day by day, would you really notice the difference in the way how the two cars drive? Possibly not on the public road. Now, I know you can tweak the coilovers on this car to change how the ride feels and to change the setup of the chassis, and that probably would make quite a large difference. For example, if you were to set it up for the Nürburgring and then wanted to drive to Waitrose, I'm sure you would notice a difference between that and driving a standard Focus ST, for example. This car is almost £36,000, which does seem like quite a lot of money, but that's really a reflection of the new car market. You can't really get a cheap car nowadays on the new car market. I do get quite a lot of standard though, so I've got, I think that's an 8-inch touchscreen with DAB radio, Bluetooth, smartphone connectivity and navigation. As you can see, I've got the digital driver's display, dual design climate control, front and rear parking sensors, reversing camera, heated front seats, heated steering wheel. Got a good amount of safety systems as well. Yeah, that's, well, I was going to say that's pretty much it. That's, you know, quite a good specification. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've got the Bang & Olufsen sound system and a head-up display. So everything you see on this car is standard. There's no options. It's straight out the box. Plug and play, ready to go. Right, let's do another launch, shall we? Oh. Cool. I think the front tyres warmed up. Right then, I think it's time for me to bring things to a close. Although I don't really want to, that's good fun, but yeah, as you can tell, the rain is really starting to come down. But that's fine, because I planned for it, which is all good. Yeah, it's actually quite heavy. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed the ride. I certainly did, that's for certain. Oh yeah, that rain's really coming down now. Wind's picked up as well. Yes, I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you are subscribed, don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession. Whoa. I think the front tyres warmed up.